Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
This place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus.
Joao Felix!
Oh, surely that deserved better.
That was created because of good, lively movement, which pretty much dictated the pass.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's through here. And he has kept it out somehow.
Abraham clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. And we have our very first corner. And he thumps it clear. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. That's headed upfield. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Rafael Leao. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And now the breakaway. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
The Portuguese do have a penchant for producing great wingers, Peter, and this fella, Rafael Leao, is another really good example. He likes to play down the middle, or he'll go to the left-hand side, wherever he can kind of get his run started. Once he finds that little bit of space, then it's all about using his pace and trickery, and he'll give any defence lots of problems.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two. And it's lofted through here. Rafael Leao. Rafael Leao. Nice control. Now it's João Felix. Tomori did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Terracciano. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And they've got rid. João Felix. Rafael Leao. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Fofana. João Felix! And that is wildly off target.
Milan have found chances hard to come by, so that's perfectly understandable.
Half an hour played now. Engages and forces him off the ball. Hernandez. João Felix. And smartly reclaimed. João.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Terracciano. And here's Abraham.
They didn't manage to get nearly enough into the box, and that speaks of little ambition.
So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. Gabia. Abraham looks to get on the end of this. Loftus-Cheek. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, the ball's come loose here.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Oh, diving header! Now that was a full-blooded header.
Well, he can't be accused of not being brave, Peter, and his boss will give him the thumbs up, I'm sure.
Rafael Leao. Terracciano.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Rafael Leao threads one in. And it's half-time here. Well, there it is, half-time. Not a bad watch by any means. And the efforts of both sides have been good, but neither have been able to penetrate. And so we reach the break, and the game remains goalless. So your views on the first half?
Milan may probably be feeling a little aggrieved about not capitalising on such a bright start. Their mood at half-time should be more upbeat. The glass remains half full, and it should spur them on.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. And we're already back up and running after half-time. So the first half brought no goals. Joao Felix. Now it's Rafael Leao. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Rafael Leao. Oh, good-looking ball. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around.
Shapes to shoot! Has another go! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Do I really need to tell you, Peter, that he has to do better, especially from there?
Milan applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but, of course, the returns can be terrific.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Well, that's been cut out, well played. Thiaw has been caught there, it's a foul. And that's going to be a booking.
Attenzione, un cambio.
He's gone for goal. That comes as a mighty relief.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di 71.890.
Just about up to the hour now. Abraham being hunted in packs.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Good running, strong and purposeful. And here's Rafael Leao. And that's a... There's the hit! Abraham! He's got a goal! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 79, numero 55, numero 38.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Milan have broken through. It's 1-0.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable.
Pass is coming off in great hit! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Camarda really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Corner number 2 then. That's a sharp pass.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Shapes to shoot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And that is as far as they're going to go. Loftus-Cheek. Oh, sweet feet. Opts to play it back. Pinches it off him. Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. Well, he's seen that early. He used a certain sixth sense.
Cambio di giocatori.
It's their second corner of the game.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Into the last quarter of an hour.
Milan surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. The pass has gone astray. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Loftus-Cheek. That's good play. Milan needed that. They really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Fofana. Oh, that's neat. And that's played in low. Kyle Walker gets it away. Xiao. 5 minutes left on the clock. And the shot! They've done it! And this is getting better and better. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Milan could not have picked a better time to snatch a two-goal lead. Is there still time for a response?
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Could move up a gear here.
Ci saranno 5 minuti di recupero.
And he's had it nicked away. Kyle Walker, forwards and with intent. And he cuts out the supply. Kamada. And the cross comes in. Loftus-Cheek. Fofana. Terracciano. 5 minutes to add. Now it's Rafael Leao. So that's it. It is all over. Milan are enjoying their moments of collective uplift. A win achieved with efficiency and certainty, as we've come to expect from them. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face.
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this ground. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Oh, this looks sharp. Chow cuts out the pass. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Fikayo Tomori could play an interesting role here, Peter. As a defender, he's unmatched when it comes to pace. One-on-ones, he usually comes out on top, even against quick opponents. But I also like the way he can drive the ball out of defence. He's got a very useful ability to be able to hit both flanks with great accuracy.
Okay, interesting. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That's been cut out, well played. Joao Felix could move up a gear here. Joao Felix, good driving run. It has been a rather gentle affair so far. Joao Felix gets a foot in here. Joao Felix, that is a great pick out. Oh, that's fabulous. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Now, there are plenty in the middle waiting for this. So, who's he going to be aiming for here? Oh, whistle's gone, now then! No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area. So what can they conjure from this one? And it's Walker. Walker is very much the model of the modern-day fullback.
Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone.
And we have our very first corner. Loftus-Cheek getting this one clear. Milan are looking to go forward now. Pass somewhat off target. No, that's been intercepted. Good spot. Abraham! It's fallen kindly here. Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
Milan have taken the lead.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
And the pass is intercepted. And here's Joao Felix. Can he get it through? Milan are enjoying a good spell right now and leading. That's a shade optimistic. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Rafael Leao.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Abraham. That is a brilliant interception. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Joao Felix. Really fierce, close defending. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Rafael Leao. And here's Abraham, looking for the run. Rafael Leao.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Now it's João Felix. That's tidy.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space...
Oh, that is asking for trouble. Turns and he's had a shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
Oh, once he made the save, it didn't take the keeper long to start barking at his defence.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Bops him off it and wins back the ball. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, a very decent watch up to now, but just the one goal so far. It has been competitive and combative throughout. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Haven't played that badly. Getting caught again on the counter-attack is unlikely. They're switched on to that, and still very much in this game.
Milan come in, having established that lead. A game where the narrative is, at least in terms of the scoreline, so far so good. And the action is back on the way. Milan carrying a one-goal lead. And that's a superb pass. Rafael Leao.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Now it's Rafael Leao. Rafael Leao. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Rafael Leao. And that's another good win of the ball. João Felix. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Milan clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And there's green grass ahead of him. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Loftus-Cheek. João Felix. Well read, and the danger is averted.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Oh, well played, well sorted out.
Well, that's the first attempt, Peter, we've seen at one of those raking passes just to spread the play.
Rafael Leao. And he's there to get it away.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Oh, this is a... He's had a hit!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played.
There's the shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Abraham is offering a right smile there.
Milan can now introduce the first of their substitutes. And he's managed to get rid. And now they can spring out of defence. Milan are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Abraham being hunted in packs.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Oh, what a ball! Terracciano. Chance! Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
There's the shot! And the keeper couldn't hold it. He's keen, determined to have his say.
Milan really are in the ascendancy here, and they know they have to register while that's the case.
Abraham! And he's intervened well there.
Milan surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
He's in here! Played out to the left flank. Milan can breathe again, just.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
It's an inviting-looking ball, that. And it's Loftus-Cheek. Still just that single goal, and we are nearly done. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. Five minutes left on the clock. Terracciano. And here's Abraham.
Milan certainly don't need to overcommit now. Their priority lies further back.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Tomori gets across to intercept that.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
There'll be a minute of stoppage time. Tomori. And time is up. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to... Hello and welcome one and all, the atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening, the skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. My name's Peter Drury and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. The action has already started. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
That's the throw. And he gets rid in a hurry. Oh, nice touch. Early ball. Rudiger gets it away. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, I would think that this fella Valverde's role is going to be so key here. He'll be tasked with pretty much doing everything from covering the back line to winning the ball back, triggering counter-attacks, providing outlets, pressing, as well as being a goal threat. In other words, pretty much everything.
Yes, he'd be my pick too. It's going to be all about how they get the best out of him. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Madrid with the corner, they're first. And that has been knocked clear. Decent hit! They've scored! I doubt very much that this was in the script. Terracciano. And he's being shifted off it. Valverde. Could move up a gear here. Now it's Mbappe. And he's managed to get free. Camavinga concedes a free kick for that. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Pass just lacking in accuracy. And that is as far as they're going to go. Well timed, excellent interception. Terracciano. Camavinga, Fofana, promptly onto that, and that is that. And it's Loftus-Cheek. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Loftus-Cheek. Goulet. Oh, super find. Real chance! He scores! And again, they simply do not know what has hit them.
Goulet very cleverly provided the return ball there, and it made all the difference in the creation of that goal. I don't want to take anything away from the finish, but the pass was really key.
Madrid are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Ceballos. And the counter is on. Valverde. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back. In he goes again! Surely now they are well and truly out of sight. And they're at it again in double quick time.
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Rafael Leao. Madrid heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. No, he's not getting past him there. Carvajal got a long way forward to join the attack. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. And it's Loftus-Cheek. Fofana. Joao Felix. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Dani Ceballos. Valverde. He's had it taken off him. Loftus-Cheek. Terracciano. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Goulet. And smartly reclaimed. Hernandez. Loftus-Cheek. He's found a way through. Goulet. Vinicius Junior. And Goulet. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And it's the whistle for half-time. So you hear the chants of easy, easy, and those are entirely justified. 3-0 after 45 minutes, and it is hard to believe that there won't be more after the break.
This looks well and truly sewn up already, Peter, but please feel free to forget what I've just said if there's a spectacular turnaround.
Madrid are very much where they want to be, courtesy of some truly incisive play. Their approach vibrant, utterly irresistible. They hope shortly to resume this onslaught. The score currently 3-0. And we are back on the way. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Done delicately. That is a brilliant interception. No way through there. Dani Ceballos. Rafael Leao. And he was quick to react.
Well, that's the first attempt, Peter, we've seen at one of those raking passes just to spread the play.
And here's Joao Felix.
Yeah, the hat-trick is definitely on his mind, Peter. He wants to get it over with as quickly as he can. Just about everything he's done, for me, he's done it with real conviction.
He certainly has. Really satisfying performance from him. A smiling satisfaction emanating from him. He is embracing this game. Now, he's just misjudged that one. And he thumps it clear and reclaimed it in a trice. Passing nice and neat. Rafael Leao. Rafael Leao. He's on a run down the left wing. Might be danger here. No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
Cambio de jugadores.
Bellingham wins the duel this time. Mbappe under intense pressure.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Strong running down that left flank. And no, that was never going to make it. Madrid perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Oh, that's a key interception. Terracciano. Terracciano. And it's Modric. And he's intervened well there. Bellingham! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And now they can clear their lines. Fofana.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
And he cuts out the supply.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Goulet.
Yeah, that works for me. The denial of movement, blunt and brusque.
No luck with that dink over the top. Florenzi. Pass somewhat off target. Tchouaméni. Well, that is one way to stop him. Ball's gone out of play. Ahead by 3, but they won't want to take their foot off the pedal. Madrid finding their passes. Thinks one through. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
5 minutes left on the clock. Now it's Jovic. Stood up well to him there. Mendy. And he's in on goal. Tchouaméni. Oh, good spread. Mbappe. He's got away. And he's quick to get it clear again. And the referee brings it to a close. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did when required so to do. There could be only one outcome. Vinicius Junior claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows.